Hey guys, Seperate here for another video, and today I will be reviewing Attack on Titan manga chapter 106. This chapter it's given me mixed emotions for the series, of course. I know this is a really late review of it, and next month is soon. I just haven't found the time to read and review it, and now I actually have the chance, and part of me was real hesitating if I was going to stop reading Attack on Titan in general, stop reviewing the monthly chapters, because of last chapter with Sasha's death. That hit me hard, actually. It did, and Sasha, to me, was one of the greatest characters I think I've ever seen in anime. Her character was something, it was a comedy release, but it was also, she was such a good character and a good friend, and we see a lot, near the end of chapter, we see a lot of emotion play between characters, mainly Mikasa and Eren, which I will get to those final manga panels. I really kind of want to base this review on that last part, because it's huge, and what in the big bold letters at the end of chapter, usually what it says. I'm going to read, actually, and it's a little bit scary for me because we know Eren makes as this little duo and Taurus Armin is a trio. I'm going to read this, and I will read it again, and I will explain it, but yeah, it says, and thus they began walking on their separate paths. This can mean multiple things. It can mean the relationship between Eren and Mikasa has deteriorated. A lot of things, Eren and Mikasa have changed over the time skips, over time. We haven't seen it displayed in the chapters, but we know it's there because we can tell from their characters. Sorry guys, I had a little interruption. Anyways, yeah, so continuing on, it just, Eren and Mikasa have been through shit. Hell and back, whatever you want to call it, they've been through. But now, since they're older, now they've grown up, they're not the same. They're not the same as they were back in, like, season 1 of Attack on Titan. There were things about the characters that have altered and changed, and it means that something happened, and probably with recent events could have really changed Mix's opinion. In a lot of very dark stuff has happened between these two, and it's probably damaged them, it's probably hurt them, it's probably done something. And the author, Hajime, I think I call him by his first name half the time, but Hajime Isayama, I think is how you say his name. I can't say it because I'm not Japanese. Yeah, it's Hajime Isayama, I don't know how to say his last name, but, has done this with the characters. Through most of the chapter, we get flashbacks of what happened a few years ago, how basically everyone met these anti-Marleyan faction group of people, and this one woman, if it is I think it's a woman, her name is, let me look, Jelena? I don't know how to say her name. Jelena? Why couldn't they go through a simpler name? Anyways, she pops up after basically in this flashback that the Marleyans are coming to the island and they're kind of attacking, but she shoots basically the guy running the ship, and she is posed as the old-time commander. And then we learn they have someone of their people captive, which this woman's like, oh, yeah, let's have some tea, let's, I feel like Hanji act a little bit cuckoo, but she's not that crazy. It worked, and it was a little bit creepy, but hey, it's Hanji. What do you expect? So on, let's go. In a panel that they're talking with Jelena, I don't know how to say her freaking name. Like, what the heck? So, yeah, if I keep screwing up her name, I am terribly sorry. So, yeah, let's continue on. Oh, I almost fell in my chair. Oh, God. I'm tired. Okay. And seeing with probably what one of her comrades, and there's Levi and Hanji. They basically talk to each other through their thoughts. It's like, what? This kind of makes me ship Levi and Hanji a little bit more. Yeah, I see what you're doing there. It's like they, by just looking at each other, they knew what the other one was thinking. And we've seen this before. In a certain series I'm not going to mention. I hope all of you know what series I'm talking about. If you don't, well, go watch it. Anyways, and through this that we get to see the time and what things are changing, how the Marlins operate, how they're using the island, because since the walls were created to basically for the Marlins to close in the Yellow Dance. That's obviously what it was for. But, things happen, and so, and one of the reasons why this group of people didn't come sooner was the Titans, and Marlio is going to basically almost go all out war with the other several allied countries. Which, you know what, Marley has been getting some hate. You know what, Marlians are pretty bad people. But, anyways, sorry. Anyways, continue on with the video. So, it's so freaking cool. Okay. It's just, through this entire fight, we see this how things alter, things go through, what happened these past years up to it. And then Aaron had this plan, and he starts talking about it when they're in that courtroom kind of scene. And let me find it. Alright, we're gonna go. They talk about Zeke and Aaron and yada yada. And Aaron says the reason why he was to stop that one Diane because the Titan was actually Deanne, Zeke's mother, was because he got contact into royal blood. Okay. That's logical. I said it because it was kind of because of Mikasa. But anyways, that's me getting in my head in my fandom. I did get a little bit triggered in this chapter. By a certain line, by a certain someone. We're not going to mention names, but I have to mention her name. It's a woman. No. If you guys don't know, I'm a really hardcore Aaron and Mikasa shipper. I really want them to end together or have some kind of relation by the end of the series if Aaron doesn't die by the end of the series because of the Muse curse. And we find out Zeke also doesn't have a lot of time left in the flashback. So, time is not their friend at the current moment. This situation is so rough. It's like, time is not something, and Aaron was trying to make time by going to Marlia, to where the Marlians are, and the whole Reiner, Falco, and the whole entire shebang happened. Aaron does talk about how time he used the original Titan power was when he came in contact with Warboy, which makes entirely sense. It does. Like, I'm not denying this. It's not. But I'd still have to point out the fact that every time he's using some kind of Titan power, it's kind of because Mikasa's life is kind of in danger. Okay? I'm not saying 100 times, but, like, most of the times and most of, like, the most important times, it's because of Mikasa, or, like, has something to do with Mikasa or even Armin. And it's like, dude, you freaking can use your tiny power. Hey, yeah, by the way, you know, it's just something to point out. If you don't ship Aaron and Mikasa, don't bash me in the comments for what I just said. Please don't say that I'm being ridiculous. It's ridiculous that I've said that. I'm being delusional because I want my ship to become canon. No, it's nothing of the kind. I'm just referencing something I've noticed with the series. I've made multiple videos on this channel talking about Aaron and Mikasa. But I need to talk about this certain topic, and this is not the video for it, but I just wanted to point it out in my review. So, with that being said, let's move on. And also, Aaron explains his concern for Historia. He's afraid that she would be pressured into becoming a Titan, which she hasn't. And his fear he would probably take out on all depression and problems, which Aaron is doing pretty much. Has done for a long time. So, yeah. Sorry. I'm messing my eyelash. So anyways. And yeah, more Marlins come, and she kind of is. I don't know the whole thing with the whole Marlins coming, but you know what? Everyone pretty much took care of it. And Levi's, come to our filthy island. I want to read the panel where he says, because it's really funny and really something Levi would say. I just feel like it'll make me feel a lot. It's just something it's just something I want to point out. It says, I'm not going to do a voiceover, please. It says, welcome to the filthiest devils of Filthy Island. Okay, that's like an insult to them, but it's funny because Levi's saying it. I'm ridiculous. It says, we have quite a welcome prepared. How about a cup of... I'm sorry. If you read the chapter, you know why I'm laughing. Okay, get serious, server. Get serious. How about a cup of pig piss for a start? Because that one captain said something about... They basically said that to Hanji and Levi and everyone else on that island. So he's technically insulting. You could say, they're insulting. No. You know what? Levi's kind of insulting them for coming to the island. If you're going to say shit, I'm going to say this shit to you back. Basically, Levi's being a little savage, okay? He's always a savage. But yeah, things progress and how things work. You know what? I have to say something funny about Sasha. She called Connie a pervert. Or Jean. It was one of them. She called him a pervert. I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that. And this is why I miss Sasha so much. And then they had that, like, seafood thing. And okay, I'm not going to get too much into that. But I'm going to get into the panels with Aaron and Mikasa and Armin. They kind of talk about the whole time thing. And Armin hasn't really gone off anything important from Bertolt's memories. And how things are going. And with everything. Aaron does mention that we are running out of time, and... Oh, wait, it's not 2. He says Zeke barely has 3 years left to live. Okay. So that makes me... I thought it was 2. I must have read 2. Then again, Jelena and her people she sees Zeke as like a god to them. The Beast Titans is god, something, they have that high level respect and value for this, but who has destroyed life, who we've seen as this huge antagonist. Iman points out something that is basically to the point where in Attack on Titan, the present time in Attack on Titan, what the world is starting to become is something that he saw. And I'm going to read what he says, because it's really important that we actually know this, because it's going to make sense. And anyways, he says, is there no other way to ensure Eldia's safety besides threatening the world that we flatten the earth? It will make the world live in a constant nightmare of fear. Can't we at least try and negotiate with them first? Once the harbor is complete, we could meet and negotiate with Marlier and the rest of the world. If we can clear up this misunderstanding, and Armin goes to say, we'll show them they don't need to fear us. The whole idea of people fearing them because of Eren in this ability, all this they have, is something. I'm going to say that, with animes like these, the main character who is cursed with the whole Titan, the vampire, whatever is wrong with them, whatever they're cursed with, they see themselves as not even human. It doesn't matter if you're even human and you have this, you're even half human. And Eren says this. And he says this, for the rest of the world, we're just Titan shifting monsters. They're not wrong, are they? This is a clear indication that Eren thinks of himself almost as a monster in a way, and Eren knows what he is and what he's become, and Eren's not that hot-headed little brat anymore that we saw back in Season 1 of Attack on Titan. He's someone that has matured and grown and knows the realization of the situation, and he understands it. And basically the whole conversation between the Marleyans and the whole situation they were in, and then goes to talk, we need more time. And Eren is able, eventually buys some time, but wasn't enough time. That's the whole question in the entire series, because now that the time skip happens, everything is back in the present moment, Attack on Titan. The world, it's gotten worse, you could say. So trying to find a way to find time, trying to find peace was not even an option. Full-out war might actually happen. They are going through war, and there's no stopping it. Then again, Jelena says, if it's Jelena, I think it's Jelena, saying that there has to be another way. I believe there's always is a way, but in Attack on Titan, it doesn't seem like that at the current moment. And also, we do get to see Annie, and she's talking to Annie, and it's weird, and she's holding the shell. It's weird as fudge. And we haven't seen Annie since so early in Attack on Titan. And now she appears, which she'll have a clear point. I hope she gets out of that dang darn crystal soon. I kind of want to say that. So, including everything. And then we get to the last few panels between Eren and Mikasa. They basically say, Mikasa's like, if you lose, you die. If you win, you live. And Eren's like, if you don't fight, you can't win, and keep fight. And it's something basically Eren told Mikasa, and they both are keeping that in them to make sure they win somehow. They have to win. There has to be a good ending of some kind. But then again, this brings us back to the bold letter statement that if it is referencing towards Eren and Mikasa, it means something has drastically changed. They're thinking of two separate things, not the fact that we have to win this. There has to be some kind of peace. There has to be some kind of good in the end. We don't have enough time, but maybe I just walked myself. Maybe there's something that could change, and maybe there is another way. And the last one says, and thus they begin walking on their separate paths, which could mean Eren and Mikasa's goals, dreams, wishes are different now. They're not the little kids that wanted to eradicate all the Titans, and when the time's all gone, like, there'll be a peace, and we can have a peaceful life. We can go see the ocean, which happens. But now with war, now they know more about the world. Things are complicated. And this sign for peace and this hope for it is so frail and faint. It's in the back of their minds, but it feels so not there for Attack on Titan. And this anime has gone so dark, and it has gone so complicated with everything. It's only a matter of time. And Attack on Titan is coming to an end soon, and this is probably going to be one of its final arcs, final things that the author does with it. And I will say, Attack on Titan is not what it used to be, and this is good because there's stories, and they keep telling a story, they keep forming new ideas, new ways for everyone to get through this, and it's made the anime manga. You can say what you want. If you dislike it or like it nowadays, that's all up to you. But for me, I absolutely love it, and it's great. It's. I will say I do miss like the Attack on Titan back like in season 1 and 2. Because the show used to be about, oh, let's eradicate all the Titans. Oh, Eren's a Titan. There's Titan shifters. It was all about killing the Titans if we can, this peace. But Attack on Titan is not just about the Titans. It's called Attack on Titan because of Eren. Attack on Titan. It's singular. I have a video planned on why the series, like, the meaning, the title of the series is actually, like, making sense. Before it didn't really make sense because it's Titan, not Titans. Yeah. And after reading this chapter, you guys, I have a lot of theories and things I want to talk about in separate videos, which I will make because I want to make more content for you guys. And yeah, I'm going to give this episode I'm not going to rate this because I feel like no matter what I rate, it won't be good enough for me, and it won't be good enough for you guys. You can't rate this episode because so many things happened, and so many things are changing, and it's gone a lot darker, and it's gone down a path that, yeah. Seeing Sasha in the flashbacks was hard. I wanted to cry. I did. Because I love Sasha. Rest in peace, Sasha. Rip. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you enjoyed my content, and also leave a comment what you thought about this manga chapter. Anyways, guys, this is Strife. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.